Get some air now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now, got me bummed out. You so, baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind, shit. I should've get from you.
Alright, so we're starting out with the Ouai Detox Shampoo. And this is basically a clarifying shampoo, so this is going to get rid of any buildup that you may have, any oils, any flakes and dandruff, just anything that you're trying to get rid of and get off of your scalp. This will do the trick. Now, as you can see, I have used the majority of this bottle. Clearly, I love this shampoo and I stand by it. It is absolutely amazing for clarifying, and while it does do a great job of clarifying, it doesn't really strip your hair to the point where it's like brittle and dry. So I'm not shy with it. I'm very generous, and I just really try to get it into my scalp. As you can see, I'm scrubbing around my edges and my hairline as well as my roots and kind of bringing it along the shaft of my locks. Pre-editing, it takes me about 5 to 10 minutes or so to really complete the shampoo process within my hair, and that's just because I do multiple shampoos. So in this video, you'll see that I end up doing 2 shampoos, and that's just because that's all I felt like I really needed this time around with my hair. But again, that varies. It literally can go up to about 3 shampoos, and that's only like when I'm using really heavy products or the type of edge control I'm using is heavier, or heavy oils, things like that, to where I feel like I really need to get a good cleanse. And that just wasn't the case today. But you'll see, even with me doing my 2 shampoos, I'm literally even getting like underneath my scalp. You'll see I end up lifting my hair up because I'm trying to make sure that I get in the back of my head too, because sometimes we tend to forget to like lift our hair up and like scrub back there. That part needs some cleansing too. I know you feel like you can just wash your whole head in one pass, but sometimes you gotta lift that half up and, you know, get in there. So as you can see, I'm really scrubbing to make sure I get a good cleanse. I would like to use this moment to also add that I don't use conditioner currently, at least not right now while I'm in my starter lock phase, and that's just because I feel like conditioners are used to soften the hair, to make the hair more manageable and easier to manipulate, and right now with my locks, that's not really my goal. I'm trying to still let them do their thing. So yeah, if you feel like you need conditioner and that's something that you want to use, go ahead. I'm not telling you don't use that. I just don't feel like I need it right now for my locks. So yeah, just a little side note. And once I'm done with the shampooing, I just squeeze all the water out of my hair. I'm actually being very gentle, if you cannot tell, and I'm not wringing my hair out. That is very important, and I want to note that. Do not wring your locks out. Just squeeze them and take, you know, a microfiber towel or your t-shirt or whatever and get the excess water out that way. And boom, we are all clean. So I'm throwing my hair up into a half up, half down situation so that we can access that back section really easily. And for today's retwist, I'm using the Lock-In Extra Hold Gel, and it's used for twists, braids, locks, and anything else in between, child. Now, I don't know if I would use this for braids and twists and anything like that. I just feel like there are things that are better suited for it, but this is great for locks, I will tell you, I will say. So you see me doing a palm roll. Now, some sections I do this like alternate sort of palm roll thing you just saw me do, and that basically is to smooth out those little lumps that I have currently going on. The lumps are basically a mixture of my hair budding still, and also what is it called? I forget the like technical term for it, but it's basically like those little pieces that tend to bulge out. I think that's what it's called. Actually, it's called bulging. And I have that right now, but that's just because I've started with longer hair, and apparently that's a thing. When you start with long hair, you get that. So this motion that I'm doing right now, that is meant to basically smooth that out. It looks like I'm being rough, but I promise you I'm not. And also it looks like it may be damaging, but it's not. So just want to make that very clear for anybody that's like, girl, what in the world are you doing? Like, stop that. So yeah, basically I spray each section with a little extra water because some of my hair did kind of dry really quickly. And then I took the lock-in gel and I put it on each section. I wasn't shy with it. I was a little generous with it. And then I did that weird back and forth motion. And then I just palm roll the rest of the way in the direction that my hair is normally palm rolled in. So yeah, it's a pretty self-explanatory process, as you can see. Very quick to do as well. Now, this is the first time that I've done a retwist, like just a flat retwist, in honestly since I think I did that last retwist video. Normally my retwists are 2-strand twists, but this time I wanted to just do a regular schmegular thing because I want to give my hair a break from the crinkly locks, you know? So yeah, I'm doing that same process, and right here I'm also doing my edges as well, and just kind of blending it into that lock so that I won't have to basically do my edges every single day, like, or at least do as much to get them to kind of be sleek because it's already done within the lock, you know what I mean? So yeah, and then I'm taking it and I'm applying the gel again, and I'm just twisting my hair into the direction that it's supposed to go in. Yeah. So this whole entire process is relatively self-explanatory. You see the motion, and once you kind of get the gist of it, it's really easy. I would say the hardest part is getting those clips to stay, but sometimes I will clip a clip into my shirt or into the towel that I have wrapped around my neck, just so that they can stay down until I can get more hair to clip into each clip. And you'll see I do have to adjust clips periodically because sometimes it's too much hair in one clip and I can't clip anything else in it. So yeah, and here's me just taking a video for my own purposes for me to keep. Yeah. And then here's just a clearer angle for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing, because I know some angles are better than others at demonstrating. So hopefully you guys again can get the gist of what exactly I'm doing. I do want to note that I don't do the back and forth palm roll motion for each and every lock. It just depends on how severe the bulging and budding is on specific ones. I typically just try to let them do their own thing, because again, they're still in their starter lock phase, so they're gonna be doing all kinds of crazy stuff right now anyway. So I try not to bother them too much, but just the ones that are like very clearly like doing some weird stuff, it's like, all right, let me try to take matters into my own hands.
See, all I want you to do is be my love, my love, my love. In another woman that can take your spot, my love, my love, my love. In another woman that can take your spot, my love,
And then we're on that last piece, literally doing the same exact motion. But as you can see, my hair is very, very, very flat, like very flat, very neat. and very smooth up there compared to what it was before we did this. So looking good. Okay, I look crazy right now, like very crazy. But I finished the retwisting portion, so this is what we're pretty much looking like. I can't like show the back. I'm trying to show the back. Try to show the back the best that I can. Try to show the back as best as I can, but it's a little difficult right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna be blow drying it. I'm literally just gonna put my scarf on and let it air dry, because for some reason I find that with this gel, if you put any kind of heat on it, it's almost like the gel melts a bit. And yeah, so that's like the only downside to that with like blow drying or direct heat. It might be different if you're using like a hooded dryer and you tie it down and then like, you know, let it set. That might be slightly different because it's not direct heat. But with my blow dryer, like actually sitting here like, ooh, yeah, no. So I made that mistake with this side, and like it's still flat, but you can tell the difference between this side versus this side. Like it's gotten frizzy over here, and I mean it's frizzy here too, but it's like still kind of flat versus over here it's like, you know, it's a little different. Like I said, I'm just gonna tie my hair down and then that'll be that. I need to go to the grocery store, so I'm just gonna take my scarf with the clips on, by the way. Now, I'm not gonna sleep with the clips on tonight, but I'm just tying my hair down with the clips on for now until it can set a little bit on its own. Let me like turn this a little bit. This is like the hard part. Okay. So the scarf is on. It's right on top of these clips. So like I said, it gives my hair a chance to kind of set. I am gonna take these like back clips out though. The ones that are kind of hanging out, because they're not really needed at this point. But the ones that are holding this stuff down, I'm gonna leave in for a little bit, you know, so it doesn't move. And yeah, I'll be back when I'm able to take this off and you know, show you guys a little something. All right, so it is the next day. I'm taking this thing off to let my hair kind of air out before I step outside later. It's still a little damp in certain areas towards the back, but that's just gonna have to be what it is because I'm not about to sit here with that scarf on anymore. But yeah, this is what we're looking like right now. Yeah. Yep. So I did kind of sweat last night, so my edges aren't as laid as they were yesterday when I did it. So I'm gonna go back in and do that, but overall this is what we're looking like right now. It's probably a little crinkled up in certain areas, but again, that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, sit and air out, and then I'm gonna come back when I'm all together, because I know right now I'm looking crazy. This is what it's looking like. I told you guys that I would be redoing my edges because they did kind of mess up as I was sleeping last night. I guess I was sweating and they kind of messed up, but I redid them, and yeah, it's pretty much all I redid. I just redid them and then pulled my hair back. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching.
You just wanna send me automatic with a drum. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. No, you don't.